That is the only thing I'm interested in.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong to... Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of it. She's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic.
But don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through.
Push yourself off the ground and attack the princess. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage...
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your scalp.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last, everything goes dark, and you die.
On a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. No last advice for us? No words of... What I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it! You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive. Maybe it'll go away again. For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. And let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to... No use arguing. Mirror or not, we need to...
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst...
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. This really is just like last. It smells of nothing, yet it's still there. You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides.
Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
But that wouldn't be fun. I don't want to be a monster chasing you down. I want to face you head on. I want an equal.
We need to get closer. She needs to... You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you Knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us. Stand beyond her chains. I really don't like the sound. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting. This again? What does free even mean? Here and there, none of that matters. I'm always in a body. I'm always in one place. Why do you act like you know me better than I know myself? I had what I wanted. I had something perfect and it ended. And now that it's gone, you just keep... It's more than teasing. It's cruel. It's cowardly. It's selfish. I know what I want. And I'm sick of waiting.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge as you near the top. Hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel. The cabin door finally...
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know... Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there.
And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space...
Do it! Be swift, strike true, be where she's not.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the prince.
Charging me head on?
Her body braces for impact, and
that's where you're both wrong. Left, now!
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
Strike.
Before you can finish the thought, you lash out. The blade slices right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slow. More! Keep going! We can't stop! Now you spy an opening. But this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? Right. She's gone. It's just us and that. It's like it's mock. Let's just stay. He is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here.
The world didn't end. We're still here.
I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. How can the world have ended if we are talking? You are the only thing I have. The space we're in is vacant. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the world. This one remembers a spark lost in time, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness. I know only. She is part. You speak in circles. Does it matter where? Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. Everything. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that, you're here to slay her. If you don't, Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. Your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, at first it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves, but as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of... In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fraction. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of... You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. I can assure you that you're not dead, and that the princess has yet to end the world. If he doesn't remember what happened, then... I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining every... The world really did end last time, didn't it? The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stop. You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning. Before you... She will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the... Let's keep an open... The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But the only furniture of note is a plain table. The blade is your... If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out. No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen? I've already told you what you're... You can't just say that. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess, and if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear... Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if nothing? Because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly... I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we'll... You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your hand. There was a... Now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see. You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it than how we're supposed to hold. The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Great. You keep your grip the way it is. Your task awaits. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we... And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways. You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircase. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to your... And so you take one careful, focused step. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
What the hell was that? What happened to her? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you in... And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk.
Princess. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now... We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to... It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Is this a quiz? You're the one who came down here and with a sharp... But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just...
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do, all chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay. How would we even do that? We would always start by stabbing her. Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking? Can't even follow what's going on. We need to get out of here. This whole... Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm foot. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife aiming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think... How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the... Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that. Okay. You're not messing with us.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspective. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could. Eyes close and perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience, it feels correct. This is what I need to be. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. I will long for your return, but it will give me time to. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the. You're here to. That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go. Ignore him. The interior of the blade. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone.
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding.
Hi. Okay. Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but... Okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
That's... How long has she...
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the... I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't.
She has a point. We're talking like this for...
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. Do you really think I can even end the world? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here. And if...
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Like I said, you can call me... I'm sorry, I've been down here...
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before... That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret...
You have to make a choice. I know you think this is some kind of fair It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep what.
Where are you going? You can't.
You turn your back to the princess.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these...
Slip these chains? She can't, right? Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can... It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry. You rush up to the first floor. Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm. Is it just me? Or did this... Your eyes dart to the... Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I can wait.
You do your best to pay, but eventually...
Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep.
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
This is the end.
I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay. Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess. A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there. That's a very roundabout way, maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a turn. The blade is your implant. You take the blade. The door to the basement creaks open. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet. She grabs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost impatient. Or maybe you carefully make your way down the stair. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion the jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move. You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still...
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She's coiling for another strike.
We're on the back foot.
The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back...
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to...
If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten her grip on the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as you're sent sprawling, and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back. Ha! Look at that!
When she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly able to collapse to the floor. She wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor. The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods you.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could...
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to...
And how do you intend to do...
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a...
Well, no complaints here. Now, hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go. Oh.
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to...
Yeah, she was still there last time. I'm not so sure she can... Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable that... You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. So, we need a plan.
We've already been over the plan.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as...
It's a better plan than you had last...
I don't like this. But I'll try to keep us... The interior is dark and overgrown. The only furniture of note, if you... The blade is your...
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade.
Is no one going to mention the mirror? What are you talking about? There isn't... He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just...
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the...
Good.
You step...
You heard him.
That mirror isn't part of this. It, if there even is an it, is so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean. You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement, throwing yourself off balance and tumbling headlong into the pitch black.
If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt as you crawl forward on hands and knees. Stay quiet. Don't. You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you can. The basement is dark and cavernous.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your...
What? You're gonna turn around the second she runs for us? You'll get
There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
Stop it! Fight her!
The conflict in your heart, though usually of little consequence, slows you down just enough. You don't make it into the tunnel before you feel her hot breath at your back, rushing up your spine and closing in on your neck. Death again. She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a... This doesn't feel right. That thing reeks of...
Screw the mirror! We just need...
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. As easily as you can stand to be you, you are like me. Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of... It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. This one is consumed by instinct, a dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater. We will know when we... I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path. You take the blade from the...
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly focused on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? That isn't a good idea. Just drop.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk. The blade tumbles out of your trim.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reason.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to...
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous? Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we'd be killing each other.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think, but you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly...
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth...
Like I said, it's all about trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust...
She's wrong. This isn't about trust.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter how hard you... She hesitates before
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should... Oh, have you decided...
You know why... Have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding them. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't...
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife.
She speaks with almost complete... If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door... Someone else... You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked the knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happened. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body— Wait, this isn't fair. You can't watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Self-voicing enabled. The princess, I thought this was a little too easy. Self-voicing disabled.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop! The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in you. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the— This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you— My tricks? What on earth are you— Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's— Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or you died last time, which probably only happened because— The absolute irony. Well, that's what— You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all. Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. If it's the latter, what do you think happened? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts. Just be quick about it. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the... Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together. Great. Now, if you don't mind... A warning. Before you go any further. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor. A pristine blade. The blade is your... You take the blade from... Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice, harsh but controlled.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something. That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. You do as she asks and sit on the floor.
Thank you. Now... we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was, as much as I would like to remain in... It's complicated. Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically... The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, a contingency for you failing, obviously.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all the...
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess, and maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even so, your success hinges on you having imperfect information.
I won't.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the...
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a noop, and now you're back.
Is that really all she...
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything.
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned...
Oh, please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise...
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone.
So...
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options list.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that that doesn't sound great. There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own way.
I wouldn't do that.
And why?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle.
And what? Is it going to lock the...
I don't know.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am. Good. Forget you ever...
Nice try, but I won't.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know...
You tried this last time.
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation... Oh, Rory, tried to take over, buddy.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again.
A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word. She cuts into...
No!
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her plan.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. There's an uneasy silence. She remains her head twists slowly to the side. Flop. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go.
I hate this. Can we... Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead.
I don't have an angle.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed. And
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel...
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here. The door. Check.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you...
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this...
But if everything's gone, this is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest... Okay... This is what's best for every...
Like hell it is.
What's done is done. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years...
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
still have a blade.
Let's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss. You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Why should it matter if we die at this point?
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
You raise the blade, then you collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You're on a path in the...
Chains everywhere. This is different. This is new.
It's worse is what it is.
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is. This place is a prison, and she's not the only inmate.
You're acting like reality is this static thing. But this world is constantly changing around us. How can you be so sure that you aren't breathing the prison into existence? That by feeling the walls closing in on you, that's exactly what they do.
What a crock of pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground beneath our feet. And if we just examine it, if we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress. And what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us?
It leaves you exactly where you are right now, and presumably exactly where you've been before. I'll spare you my full introduction, since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities, and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
Hadn't actually noticed.
Holding it's starting to feel natural.
Of course it feels natural. We've had it with us every time. We've made it part of us. Don't be weird. It's just a tool, not some mystical object. Though starting with it feels like an indication that we're on the right track.
This is strange. You're not supposed to start with the blade. It says right here that you're supposed to find it at the cabin. Oh well, I suppose that doesn't make much sense anyway. It's better if you start with a weapon, so this is probably for the best. She... what? Why would she ever do that? She's not supposed to be suicidal. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. More importantly, if she did cut her own head off, why are you here? You shouldn't have died. You should be enjoying your reward.
We killed ourselves, obviously. You were insisting that we were happy, but we knew we weren't. Yeah, what he said. We weren't about to be stuck somewhere being fed non-stop bullshit forever. We want answers.
There are no answers to find. If she was dead, then that was it. That was the solution. All you managed to do was reset the board. And you put the pieces back all wrong while you were at it. This is probably worse.
Ha! So there is a board.
Well, what's done is done and you're here now. There's no use arguing. Just get to the cabin and... Are you serious? The blade is your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do things right. We can't toss it. It's the only way we can protect ourselves. It's an extension of us, and we shouldn't go around throwing our pieces.
He's right. Weird, but right. Don't you dare. Are you even listening to me? Does my opinion count for nothing? We're never getting out of here if you don't listen. I'm intervening. We're not tossing. Too bad. This is a mutant.
Hey, you can't just do that. We're not supposed to. What if I stop you? Maybe I can make choices too.
Good luck with that. I've got... Yeah, alliance of convenience. We're not throwing it away.
Hey, what are you... Are you serious? That's no fair. Let me go.
Sorry. Has to... Great. Was that so hard? We need to keep our wits sharp.
Yes, you've made the right choice. The blade is the only control. Yes, great. Now, will you get to the cabin already? In case you've forgotten, the princess, the fate of the entire world, etc., etc. You stand at the edge of a cliff. An abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that. Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends. There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the... And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way... What mirror? There is no mirror. The only...
It clearly serves some purpose, but... What? Is there something... Or is it a distraction?
Can we please stop talking about the mirror? I'd rather... You step out onto the floor. Or should have been. Yes, unfortunately, you realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are... Nothing's solid here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop. Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin. Their hooks, you find yourself suspended in what appears to be a vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely... If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a...
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her...
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin.
What if the chains don't have to be real? What if they aren't real? They feel plenty real to me. Yeah, it would be nice if we could just tell ourselves the chains aren't lodged in all our joints and they'd magically go away. Well, maybe wishful thinking is what we need. Maybe they're real, but maybe we can cut through them.
It's worth a try. The princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess. The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person. It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body. The head stares up at you but says nothing.
What makes you think I have a problem with you? Because I'm a head in a cage? Don't be silly. It's not like you're any different.
The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deep.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make
I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die like this. We're stuck here. What are any of us supposed to do? Reason with her? I don't think she's acting right. This was all doomed from the start.
What's the point of making a choice if it all ends the same way? Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle.
The body steps forward.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward. The pressure on your limbs is becoming.
You give me your implement.
The pressure is finally too much. Your fist unfolds as your joint.
I cut myself free.
She's not insane, is she? No, she's just right. It's all been the same.
So you understand exactly how unfair this all is. Give in with me. None of this is up to us.
She steps forward yet again. And I don't think we can hold on to you much longer. How many times will we have?
This is all getting so predictable, isn't it? Pop. And now, the cut. See? You only ever thought you were in control. Isn't it so much nicer to let go? And what's wrong with that? It's really not that different from how it's always been. Just watching things play out. It's who we are. Only now, we can be on. Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful? It's all going to come to a head soon. Head. I guess I'll see you next time. It's cold, but that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for. It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own. And this one is a body that convinced herself she was only a set of eyes. She will make for a watchful heart. Do not mourn her. She is now what she wished that she could be. One, whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude. The next time I see you, each of us I will be here.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your warning. She will. We're not going to ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely the blade is your implement. The door to her voice.
Hello?
Is hypnotized. Don't let it.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock up. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge...
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chain. They're large and heavy. Far too...
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here into...
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut.
She offers the suggestion with almost...
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be non...
You attempt to make your way out.
Is someone else...
You try the door. Your shouts and... You're here to slay the princess. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's... Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do. Fine. Against your bet, you cut into her.
The blade is sharp,
And it takes... Her limb falls.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
No.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No. We won't have any of that as the... Wait. Watch me.
What?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, but the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist. The blade! Move the... As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
We both know this.
she nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh.
Oh no!
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you...
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, it can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny everything goes dark. And you die. You're on a path you're here to slay. A warning. She will lie.
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Excuse me?
Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Last time? What?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. The blade is your The door to the basement creaks up, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, a soft voice.
Hello?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the... You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love! We're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hand.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but we damned a whole... Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind.
You died, and now we're talking. I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession. At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable...
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of...
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay. If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and...
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it.
But I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave.
The princess closes her up and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you... That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? See. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here?
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, that's not how this...
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door, and then you step out.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it! What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone?
I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Cole, is being happy supposed to be so...
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess. She's gone. Is that a... But it feels so bad, like looking into it right now. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt. Okay. She'll be there waiting for us. I think you know what I am. The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't
Self-voicing
it? You needed
enabled.
help,
The
after
narrator,
all.
the
An objective
self-voicing
voice to guide your
disabled.
blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far. Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically. No, I'm not a part of you. From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions... She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose. Yes, you will, but it will all... Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmos. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to live. burdenless. An eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of... There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it. Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its... When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of... Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature. When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not. Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of... If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. Your lever drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever.
Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast.
Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye. It was fear that made our prison, and it was fear that told the lie that our spirits were not free to choose. But together, we left it all behind, and found a world free of burdens. This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine hearts.
Time you spent away from me is still time spent in reference to me. Even then, both of us are more than our bodies. Am I not in the trees? Am I not in the cabin? Am I... You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished. Questions in need of answers. And you found truth in awaiting Maw at the edge of dark. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
I would have you realize that what you decry as suffering is beauty. But even as you stir to wakefulness,
My massive mob. There is no beginning, there is no end, and there is only the flood of there is only the flood of life. Hold every possible but in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were. We can be everything again. We can weave.
you speak of me as if I am a ghost.
I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your... There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how we made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life...
conflict is violence. But to remove conflict itself... That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you fine? You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you... Nothing is immutable. Everything that is, there is no constant. There is... Open your eyes and accept what we are. We... This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all. What I offer you is not personal.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it. All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you? It's good to be here. Seems like you've been doing alright on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to... Yeah. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south... that's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. The stairs. Do you remember the first time?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go? Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something... What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you. You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back. Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them. Neither do I, but we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you. Yeah, I think it's too late for that, but maybe next time. I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know, but odds are we've probably done it before. Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand.
Hey, I love you.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay.
Self-voicing enabled. Self-voicing disabled.
You make your way a warn. She will. We're not going to ignore. The interior of the blade is. You take the blade. The door to the. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the prince. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?